Hello there, Leo. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your overall tarot and astrology reading for the month of October 2020. I hope you guys are out there doing great and taking good care of yourselves. I hope that everyone is in high spirits as we get into the beginning of fall. Definitely amazing that we're already here in the autumn season, guys. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'm always grateful for your presence, your time, and your energy. Lots of love to all of my Leos out there, new and returning subscribers. Welcome back. And if you have not yet done so, I always do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button, and join the Dragon family, and also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button to let me know that you enjoy this content here. So Leo, let's get a few quick notes before we start any reading. This is a general reading. It's not going to resonate with every single Leo out there, so take what makes sense and leave the rest behind. This is mostly going to correspond with Leo's Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising signs, so do check the placements in your personal natal chart to get a bigger, broader idea of what is going on in your life. You can also watch the readings that correspond with the signs that you have going on in the rest of your chart. So all of our Leo cross watchers as well are welcome to join us today. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like any information about the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all of those links and info are down below in the description box. So Leo, let's look at your astrology first. Let's take a peek at that for a few minutes. This is a very powerful month ahead. We have 2 full moons, guys. So that means we are in a blue moon month. That's when we have 2 full moons within a month's space. So we start the month of October on the 1st with a Aries full moon, which will be very nice, being a fellow fire sign to you. That will be very empowering, very energetic. And we end the month on Halloween Day, the 31st, with a full moon in Taurus. So that's all about earthy, grounding, stabilizing energy, which I think will be super awesome and very, very powerful for all of us. Venus has moved from the sign of Leo, just finishing up the last couple degrees of Leo, into the sign of Virgo on October 2nd. So that shifts Venus from your universal first house down to your second house, guys. So this really makes the month for, really focusing on stability, earthiness, groundedness, practicality. If you're in a relationship or getting into a relationship, you're definitely looking things in a more practical way, saying, okay, maybe I really like this person, but can it stand the test of time? Can it go the long haul? Things like that come up. And you will definitely be looking to heal old wounds if it's an old relationship or connection. Reconciliation is definitely up there with Virgo because it is about service, healing, health, all those good things. Really improving and strengthening your personal daily routines. The sun is in Libra for most of our month until the 22nd. So Leo, that's a very positive alignment for you. Libra and Leo are in a sextile aspect, which brings lots of opportunity, lots of doors opening. That does highlight your 3rd house of Gemini. So lots of communication is favored. Even if you're not able to get together with people in person as often as you would usually like, you will definitely be talking to them, sharing text, email, etc. So there will be lots of communication, and communication is very favored and very key. The sun will move into Scorpio on Thursday the 22nd, and so just be aware that after that, the energy is a little more challenged. It's a little bit more friction coming to the surface because Leo and Scorpio, you do create a square pattern of energy, and it is a little bit harder to work through that. So just be aware of that. We also do have a Mercury retrograde coming up this month. It's going to start on October 13th and it will end on November 2nd. And if you follow my channel, you definitely know we will be talking more about that particular retrograde. We get about 3 Mercury retrogrades in the year, And that is when communication gets a little funky, things get a little bit weird, miscommunications happen easier, and it's best not to make big decisions like big moves or big changes or signing big contracts, etc. So Leo, let's go ahead and get into your cards. I'm excited for your October ahead. First, I'm going to do a couple of oracle cards to get some major themes for what's going on with you, and then we're going to do a full Celtic Cross Tarot spread as well. Dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the Sun, Moon, Venus, and rising sign of Leo as we do their October 2020 reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Thank you so much. Look at that, popping right out there. We have got the Devil coming out for your personal energy, Leo. So very strong Capricorn energy is associated with the Devil card. Can't be mad at the Devil. I am a Capricorn, so this is my card. I would say that, Leo, this will definitely be a month of strong, powerful energies. You always get some really intense, powerful energy coming through with the Devil, you know, for obvious reasons. But to me, this is about freedom. This is about personal growth, because the Devil can represent those old outworn routines that we're no longer happy with, right? That's the negative side of Capricorn, right? Is they can fall into those routines where it's just like in a rut and you do the same thing over and over and it's just not very joyful. So Leo, focus on setting yourself free from anything that you feel is limiting you, is keeping you in a sort of bondage or, you know, imposed prison, whether it's self-imposed or imposed by someone else or a system or a situation. That is definitely coming up. It's also very much about knowing yourself very well, because when you know yourself really well, you won't get tied down or, you know, hindered by the negative side of that card. The positive side of the Devil is you may be just doing some good old-fashioned hard work, rolling up your sleeves, getting things done, really stepping up to that next level. So let's get into a Soul's Journey card. We're going to see what your personal kind of mission or statement for this month is to go along with that Devil card there. Ooh, discipline. Look at that. So Leo, interesting. The Devil's in the details, right? And here comes that discipline card. So sometimes this is all about sticking with something, even if it's difficult, pushing through it, getting through it, and, you know, arriving at the next level of accomplishment or achievement, which sometimes, you know, that Devil can be as well too, right? It's like, let's just get through this. Let's do the work. Let's face our fears. Let's face our demons, right? Face that Devil. And after we do that, things are going to get a lot better. So I can accomplish what I set my mind to is the motto of this discipline card. So Leo, don't be afraid of, you know, sticking to something, even if it seems challenging, even if it seems difficult. Maybe the perfect time for you to overcome whatever that personal obstacle is, especially on the job, or especially in love. You're feeling that, right? It's like, just stick to it, get through this. It's going to get better if we just take the time to make that effort and stay determined to get through that cycle, whether it's difficult or not. So let's get into a crystal gemstone card and also a chakra that's coming up to be healed for you. Unakite. I love the Unakite, and this is a heart chakra stone, Leo, so live in the present. Take it one day at a time. Unakite is also a really wonderful stone for healing the inner child, or working with children or animals, which, Leo, you are very strongly aligned with those elements. You are the sign that rules the heart, so the heart chakra is always very important for my Leos out there. So get yourself a piece of Unakite to work with. If you don't already have it, it's kind of an olive green stone with flecks of pink, and it's excellent for the heart. I need to get some of that. I don't I know that I had some unakite at one point, and I don't know where I put it, so I need to get some more. Because it's a great stone to work with. I really like its energy. So let's get an animal spirit guide for you, Leo, for this month of October. Which one of you is coming up to help guide and protect my Leos this month? Feel that. Ooh, I like it with the puffin. So partnership is definitely part of your month, Leo. So this discipline, this working through, the heart chakra energy, and also with that devil card, right? It's like it's working on partnerships, both in love or in work. That's what I really feel with this. So accept yourself and your colorful personality. Leo, you are a colorful personality. Feel confident about being you. You are a joy bringer. Let your community nourish and protect you. Ask for help. Teamwork gives the best results. So this could be, wow, Leo, this could be a thing where you might be working with someone that you maybe don't even really like right now, or having some frustration or some challenge with them. And it's time to step it up. Time to, figure out how do you blend and deal with difficult personalities that are different from yours, that are challenging to you, right? There could definitely be a little bit of that. And, kind of being the stronger person a lot of the time, stay in the present. That's what that unakite, gemstone will help you with, so that you don't get overwhelmed and say, oh, I can never deal with this person or this situation, but give it just one day at a time, Don't worry too much into the far future, and it'll start getting easier. So let's move Mr. Dragon over here. Let's get into our tarot for you, Leo. I am using the Halloween tarot for the main spread in honor of the month of October, clarified by our Green Witch Tarot. So Spirit, let's see what we have got for our Leos out there, all my lions and lionesses. Ooh, yeah, this guy's been coming out a lot, I will say. Wow, guys, lots of strong cards coming through for my Leos. Okay, so King of Swords at the center, King of Bats, same as the swords in this Halloween tarot deck. So very strong air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. We are going to be in this time of Libra right now, so very strong air energy. This is about balance. It's about strategizing well. It's about making clear, logical plans from a calm space mentally and intellectually. You may be cutting some old things out of your life that no longer serve or suit you. That is a very strong possibility, always with the King of Swords. It's a little bit transformative that way. But mostly, Leo, it's like you're really embracing a place of mental clarity. That is the biggest thing on your mind and focus right now. And we are clarified by another king. Look at that, the King of Wands. So we got some fire energy here, Leo, very much your energy, also Aries and Sagittarius. So it's about leadership. This is about taking control of a situation, using your enthusiasm, using your spark, using your confidence very strongly, your sense of self-worth coming to the surface. You may really be having a lot of mental shift around your feeling of leadership, around your feeling of stepping it up, of feeling your self-worth. If anybody's been putting you down, right? If that devil card is coming out in the form of somebody really limiting your energy or putting you down, it's like you're kind of stepping up like, no, I'm worth more than that. You're not allowed to put me in that place of feeling like I'm not good enough. That's very strong there. So in the immediate past, we have that Ace of Pentacles, Ace of Pumpkins in the Halloween deck. So you're coming from a place of abundance, or an attitude of abundance and gratitude and prosperity. For some of my Leos, you may have been, recently blessed or getting ready to be blessed with a little bit better financial abundance, better work, better money, better manifestations coming in, and also just learning to manifest. This is something that's been very, very important for you lately. Look at that. And this is crossed by our Hierophant card, the High Priest, right? So I would say that for most of my Leos, this is about spiritual abundance, spiritual blessing, spiritual growth and manifestation. You'll notice, Leo, that when you connect with your divine guides, when you connect with your ancestors, passed on loved ones, all of your spiritual support team, you really come into a greater feeling of abundance, a greater feeling of prosperity, and that helps you to manifest things very, very strongly. Going into the immediate future, we have another Ace of Swords, which is the bats in this deck. But wow, I mean, this to me is victory, it's clarity, it's strength of mind. It is that air energy yet again. So it's like you've got that King of Swords in the center, the Ace of Swords in the future. So to me, that is a victory. That is something really being cleared away, consciousness being restored, your mind feeling clearer about where to go, what to do next. Don't forget, Leo, that we are still in that Mars retrograde, and Mars is our planet of direction and forward movement. So when it's in retrograde, it is harder to make those big, bold moves forward. It does end on November 14th. So it does take some patience. This is going to take some patience and timing because Saturn is also in a square aspect to Mars, which is challenging, right? It challenges us because Mars wants to go, go, go. Saturn says, hold on, kid. We got to make a plan. We got to have some solid, foundation under our feet. So this energy of Mars and Saturn doing that square dance is going to last until the beginning of March. I'm just letting you all know this is something I've talked about in a lot of my readings lately because people need to know that there is a waiting game going back and forth. It's not that we can't make progress, but it's that we need to take the proper steps to get there. Ooh, and this Ace of Swords is crossed by the Temperance card, the She. So to me, this is all about, balance. This is taking those difficult elements from your life, those things that have been challenging, painful, difficult, and, integrating them into the whole, letting that make you stronger rather than weaker, right? Creating that alchemy, creating that, that beautiful catharsis that happens when you grow from the things that have been difficult. When you allow that to make you stronger, it's really that beautiful thing that happens. It transmutes the energy. So what you're focused on right now, Leo, look at this. We have the Death card as your subconscious focus. That is Scorpio energy. Like I said, later in the month, we are heading into our Scorpio season. So you may be very focused on transformations, inner growth, letting go of old difficult things that have been challenging for you. But to me, the Death card is never a negative. It really isn't. It's all about, that amazing transcendence and transformation. So you may be very focused on letting go of old outworn elements, things that no longer serve and suit you, and doing a lot of healing in your psyche and in your soul. Let's see what clarifies the Death card here. And we have the Oak King, same as the Hanged Man. So wow, Leo, you know that you're in this process. And you know that some of this doesn't feel the greatest because that Hanged Man can really be that trial by fire, that challenge, that spiritual, journey through the dark, definitely. But you know that it's for the best. You know that you're going to reach that point of enlightenment. It's not going to last forever, right? It's Pisces energy. It's Neptune energy around that Hangman. So this is about letting go of anything negative, anything ego-based, anything that's to do with unhealthy pride. It's really about embracing healthy self-love instead and coming to that spiritual enlightenment. Message from Spirit crowning the spread is the Four of Wands, Four of Imps in the Halloween deck. So this is all about balanced home, happiness, solid relationships, soulmate connections. So Spirit is really reminding you, Leo, that even though you're going through, I think, some very powerful, very intense processes that sometimes might be challenging, Spirit's reminding you it's all for the best. It's also that you can have these better relationships, this better home life, a more stable feeling of joy, of bliss. Let's see what clarifies this card here. And look at that. Yes, with this 10 of swords. Lots of swords. We have the king, the ace, and now the 10. Lots of sword action. So to me, this is really coming full circle. The 10 of swords usually indicates that there's been some very, very big painful cycles, especially to do with anxiety, depression, worries, doubts, fears, and also potentially, you know, people having stabbed you in the back, people not being right with you, Leo. So this to me, yet again, look at her, you know, doing the ritual, letting it go, casting the old into the fire. This to me is all about release. Spirit is really acknowledging that you're releasing some of these very painful, difficult old cycles so that you can bring in happier, healthier new ones. So Leo, let's get into some advice for you. Let's see what we have around all of this energy. Yeah, I definitely feel this. Lots of fiery energy here. So 9 of Ghosts, 9 of Cups is the same thing here in the Halloween deck, is the suggested approach. So to me, the 9 of Cups is all about going towards wish fulfillment, going towards the things that will make you feel satisfied, happy, content, going to the next level there, Leo, right? It's not the 10 of Cups yet, so you're still on that journey, but this is really starting to focus on, you know, letting go of the things that don't make you feel fulfilled or happy and reaching to the things that do. And the 8 of Wands is there, so definitely taking action on this. 8 of Wands to me is always about forward movement, things starting to get going, communication being strong, being able to share, connect, talk, other people as well being able to share, connect, and talk. And to me, you know, those two together, the 9 of Cups with the 8 of Wands, is taking action and really expressing, it's like, this is what would make me happy. This is what would make me feel more fulfilled. This is what fills my heart. This is what gives me a good feeling about going forward. What you need to know is that we do have some friction here in the wings there, Leo, no doubt. You know, 5 of Wands, 5 of Imps, this is definitely that tussle card. It can be a little bit of fiery back and forth. It's not big, awful battles or struggles, but it definitely is just that feeling of tension. You know, which may be a little bit around this, like I said earlier, with the partnerships, with that devil energy, trying your best to kind of work with or balance out, you know, varying personalities. Let's put it that way. But the 3 of Chalices is here. So Leo, if you make an effort towards friendliness, goodwill, harmony, turning to your friends for help and advice, it'll help you get through some of those rougher patches, some of that friction and some of that energy. Also to me, you know, it says kind of like, I'm getting the message, laugh it off. Like if something's difficult at work, something's difficult in a particular relationship, it's like at the end of the day, it's like, let's kick back, have a glass of wine, call your friends, laugh it off, talk about how silly this was or how dumb this was, right? And it'll help you. It helps you to transmute the energy from having it be so difficult to have it be something that you can laugh about, you know. 9 of Wands. So we also have this coming up. This is your hopes and fears. So Leo, my feeling is it's like you've been through a lot of struggles, a lot of battles. You may feel like you're still in the middle of that. You may feel very defensive, kind of fatigued, tired, and you really just don't want more of that. You're worried that more is coming. You're worried that the struggle is just going to keep going, going, going. And you're hoping that it won't. So there is our Knight of Swords. Yeah, there's a lot of anxiety around that. There's some fast-moving mental energy around that. You know, Knight of Swords can be a little bit tricky because it's like it is new energy and new intellectual energy, and you have a lot of swords on this spread already. So I would say that your mind is very much changing. Try not to fall into overthinking, over worrying, too much anxiety, fear, doubt, because there is that nervous energy around that card too. Don't let the worries overwhelm you this month, Leo, because right now it's like you don't want more of that. You're like, please just let the stress be over, let the tension be over, let me get some rest, right? Let me get some sleep. So the outcome card, Three of Wands, Three of Imps, to me, this is a very positive card because to me it is all about you have put a lot of work and effort and time into whatever this is that's coming up around you, Leo, and now it's time to sit back and let those ships come to you. Now it's time to get some rest and relaxation and just say, you know what? I've done my part, I've done my work, I've said my piece, people know where I'm coming from, and now I'm going to sit back and let what's mine come to me. Look at that, Leo. And yes, what is coming to you could very well be this Ace of Cups, this beautiful, abundant blessing of spirit, love, emotion, things finally starting to feel a heck of a lot better. But it comes as a result of you really owning the fears, the doubts, the worries, letting that go and being willing to be in that divine timing of letting things come to you. We have that Seven of Cups. So Leo, you might be having some emotional confusion, lots of different options coming your way up there, floating around in the clouds, and then on the bottom, the Five of Swords. So there's definitely some things, Leo, where you're kind of going, should I stand up and fight for this situation, for this relationship, for this job, etc., or should I just cut my losses and walk away? So you will be definitely making some decisions. I really feel that, but it's mostly stepping into your leadership, feeling stronger and better about yourself on the whole. So let's get a oracle card for you from the Halloween Oracle and get a last affirmation or thought about all of this. Ooh, oh my goodness. So Leo, you are very focused on this change. We've got the Death card here in the Halloween Oracle, and your focus card was also the Death card from the Tarot. So, the eternal cycle begins here. Interesting, I'm looking at all the symbology, even on that King of Swords that was in, the beginning of your reading, your main energy right now. Look at the moth, right? We have those cycles of transformation, death, rebirth, renewal. So definitely you're feeling a lot of Scorpio energy right now, Leo. You are absolutely focused on what can I do to renew, to let go of the old, outworn, outdated, that doesn't serve my best purpose, and embrace something that's fresh and new. Maybe it's a little scary, but it's worth it because you're going towards a place that's ultimately better and frees you from a lot of that old imprisonment. So Leo, what a powerful reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. I hope that I will be seeing you again soon. Don't forget to join us every Friday. I do a live stream, my Fire Dragon Friday. It is always Fridays at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we do live love and romance readings for all 12 of the signs. If you can't join us live, I always do post those later so you can watch them, but they are super, super fun. We always have a good time. So hope to see you there, and I hope you enjoy your month of October. Talk to you soon. Take care.